Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again for some more Factorio. This is our Death World Extreme. We have gotten to the point where we got a bit of science piddling around there, red science down there. We've got our first copper and our first iron line on, and got a few things I want to get done here, so I'm going to get right to it. I want to switch up a few things here, and ooh, not what I wanted to do, and get things kind of rolling on producing some of the essentials for later game. So I eventually need to upgrade power. Right now it's doing okay. We have 6 steam engines running right now, and we're not using up more than 60 to 70% of that. So we're gonna start boxing up some pipes. Probably not a full bunch of pipes, maybe like 5 stacks. Grab those. And then we're going to definitely want to throw another container down here, or another assembler down here, pardon me, and get it to build, oops, not chests, get it to build gears. And then we'll just put those in place to also stock. So any surplus iron that gets down this line can head into stocking up. Make some turrets there. Get into stocking up the gears. These guys are limited? No? No, we'll limit this guy to about 4 stacks. Limit this guy to, yeah, 2 stacks actually would be fine. For steam engines. Steam engines only take 5 pipes, so yeah, really 1 stack will be plenty, but we'll leave it at 2. And then let the rest of them pile up into gears. We'll use those gears when we're pocket crafting a lot in the next little bit here, so want to extend the oh, hi. This is why I started those turrets. I want to extend the bus line down here, where we're going to put in a build that I've really been enjoying. A little bit of my own creation here. Sometimes I use like ideas like this one, which is similar to what somebody else put together. Our smelting lines are, I mean, probably 2/3 of the people, I'm guessing, use that or something very similar to it. But this one is a little bit of my own nonsense here. Where is it? This is our... I don't know how it's going to be easy to explain this, but this is our going to be a quad, what I labeled as, where is it listed here? Quad green circuit. So if you see it in the blueprint here, it has on the top, or in this place, wait, I placed it. Let's look at it here. There are 4 green circuit assemblers down here, and 10, 5 per side, copper cables. And what they basically do, the ratio now is 5 copper cables to 2 green circuits. It used to be 3 cables to 2 circuits, or 2 green circuits, and now it's 5 to 2 for the expensive mode anyways. So we got some building to do here. We're going to throw in our belt lines to make things happen. Now I do a little twist here to kind of forcibly balance it a little bit better. And that can come right down to here. Then we need an underground, and then we're going to go there and there. We do have a lot of things, 16-ish of those things to get it going. And then we're going to need some assemblers. We're out of copper, which we will get from up here. For now, we'll just feed a full line right down there. And then the iron line we can feed right down here. So this is the iron input for the base. Oops. We put a splitter in there, so one feeds off this way, and he feeds this guy. And then this one runs down the bottom, where he hooks in here to feed that. We'll get rid of that. Same on this side. We're going to actually remove that mess there for a moment. Now, we had some turrets built, and I know that we're going to get, as we saw, we got ganked there on our way in, or they tried to gank us. So I'm going to put in like 5 turrets here. And we don't have the walls for it, but I want to, but I want to not put the walls out. Phantom in the walls so that I remember to leave space, remember to come back to get them built. Because that'll kind of be, hey, get back there. You weren't supposed to be real. The wall was supposed to be a lie. Fake walls. That's not enough. This one can... Actually, let's do it this way. 50. Something like that. 40 to 50-ish bullets in each one. Something, something. I don't know. Like this. Something like that. Come on. Whatever. Works. And I noticed here we have this big gap of space between these two. So actually you can check that on the map. If you hit your map and you've got these overlays, this spot they could come through. It is forested. See, there you go. They're getting attacked up north. It is forested, so they're not likely to get it. We do have some risk down here. We only have 2 turrets there, and I think we got like 1 in here and 1 in here. Wouldn't hurt to put a couple here, and then maybe some more down on the bottom. So let's do that first before we continue. And then we'll work on this build after these things finish pocket crafting. More copper for them, that would be good. There we go. Now let's throw in a turret somewhere in here, like this. And it's not going to be like super defended or anything, just a couple turrets just to make sure. Oh, actual turrets. What did I do that for? 35 there and there. That'll good. That'll be good. Words, Drake. Words. Grab some more ammo and some more belts. Oh yes. What's going on this thing? We have iron plates. Lots and lots of iron plates. Alright, let's make some steel maybe? Ah, hello. Research. Let's make some steel. And then when that's done, we will come back and make some... I don't have a proper coal buffer. We'll come back and make some things, stuff. Bricks. Bricks. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. You guys need coal. And I'll go ahead and get rid of all this. I mean, pick up all this. And let's fire up these guys. Get some coal running there so that that keeps running. And there we go. Alright, keep the red signs going a little longer. Got 3 turrets. Let's put them down below the copper line here. And of course that as the other stuff will be phantomed. It'll be, or will be not permanent. It'll be shuffled down further. When we get there, oh my gosh, time flies when you're playing this game. I tell you, it's just wild. You are out of fuel, aren't you? Yes, you are. Give me some fuel, please. What else is out of fuel? That's good. We need some inserters. Let's make a bunch of yellow inserters, which is what we're going to try to get to this episode or next. I want to put in the... oh, hey, that's not... Yeah, okay, that'll work. I want to put in the green science and get us going on... Sorry, not green science. The green circuits and get us going on green science as soon as possible. Now, I will use those after, but for now, they're just going to be the pocket dump for all this stuff that's down south. That's from down south. I need some fuel for you. Ah, which means I need to put in a few more electric drills. That would be vital. Come here. Give me all your stuff. One's not enough. I need enough for 2. There's 70 iron per electric mining drill. Pretty pricey. Love expensive, by the way. I know I complain, but it's absolutely awesome. Just, I don't know about you, but I just could not possibly play this game any extensive amount of time on not expensive mode. Now that they've given us this like death mode challenge in like, you know, vanilla version, it seems like it's the only way to go now. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Just mishmashing as I get supplies here, switching, bouncing around, doing different things because we need to keep being effective, but sometimes efficient's not the right way to put it. This can go this way. No, actually it's going to go the other way. And still no supplies. Okay, so you guys are going to be the green circuits, and you guys are going to be the cables. Power, 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 and power there, and power there. Alright, now we need inserters. Oh, that's not actually powering them, Drake. You can't pretend that there's power coming to those lines. It doesn't work that way. I need real power. Connect, please. Alright, there we go. As you can see, if you could see, if we weren't completely blind by the lack of powers, I mean lack of light. Ah, see, there we go. These two will fill that side, these two will fill that side, and then this guy is just kind of like, I'm not sure where to place this. It's a little awkward. So we'll fix that up shortly with a bit of magical undergrounding. I need more blue, for sure. So I'm going to pick a few of these up while this stuff is crafting, and then we're going to build ourselves a couple more things. Alright, that's going. Let that keep crafting. See if we have our electric mining drills. We do, so we can upgrade our coal. And power it. That would be great. That maybe. There we go. Give me your coals. Good. Squeeze through here if I may, gentlemen. Okay, so we have 6 drills that should upgrade the supply for coal. Go, get those guys burning. And those guys burning. Nice. Pardon me. So, see how they get filled up on half a line? It drops efficiency. Very, very substantially drops efficiency. You can do things like, I'm not sure why this is here. What was I trying to do there? No recollection. Like I could take this out and fix this this balance. I could rebalance this line if I had stuff in my inventories. And there we go. We're gonna need it. Hurry up, come on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got some inserters or some splitters. You can go like that. You can go like this. And like that. And then that, if you see, produces a forced balance to either side. Now the difference between this and one of these is that this thing will take the material off the top of the belt and split it evenly between the 2 outputs on the top of those respective belts. This is forcing them to hit the side so it'll equal feed to both. See? It'll keep both of them full when it comes out the end versus chewing up just on one side of the line. And then if you were doing a 3-piece, you would do it like this. And I believe that is, from what I understand, balances it properly. Okay. all that nonsense aside, we now have green circuits coming off the line. Yay! So let's box those up temporarily. Temporarily. Actually connect them, that would be nice. Like that. Nope, no, I wanted to drop that. So this will give us enough to essentially light, that's what I'm doing right now, to essentially produce the 4 of these things at full capacity. That's what that is. Alright. Now, having done that, we're going to need next episode to start making assembly machines, drills for here, and a number of other things, belts, inserters, undergrounds, and then, belts, splitters, undergrounds for supplies, and then also yellow inserters, and then connect those yellow inserters and belts to make us green science. So I think we want that to all happen to the left here. We'll leave this section for smelting supplies and systems, and then we'll go from there. What else can we do this round before we run out of time here? I think we can go ahead and put in this system while we wait for some of the green circuits to build up, so we can make ourselves some drills. Oh, that's the wrong way. These are going to be the bottom feeders, as it were. They're going to come out the bottom is what I'm trying to get at. You guys, well, that's fine. 29 of them is not going to be enough, but that's okay. I don't have any splitters, as I'm short on copper. Alright, there, and there. Coal can come in from wherever coal comes in. What is this? If I only remembered. Oh yes, it's the output. Right, of course. So this to there, and then that as the output. And then this needs to come across like this. Excellent. I think the only thing else that I can do now is wait on those inserters to be finished. Quite frequently I would, and I probably have in previous episodes, put in lights into these sections, but if you look at the dark, they glow when they're running. So if they're not glowing, if they're not brightly lit up, then well, you're probably not producing anything. I need copper. Give me more copper. Give me all the copper. Nom, nom. So this is chewing through a decent chunk of copper, and that's going to one machine. So it wouldn't hurt if we set up the other. There we go. That's doubled the speed right there. That should keep these guys going. Now, something I was mentioning here that we could fix is that this, how's it go? This does not normally work because it's recognizing that that belt hasn't enough space. Not that it's full, it doesn't have enough physical space for it to place. When you're placing on or taking off, when you're placing on an underground belt, or I believe a splitter, it doesn't calculate, it can't calculate where the object is on the belt, on the exact square, so it calculates that this belt currently holds X number of units. And if it's not at the maximum, then it dumps them. See, then this guy is being able to feed onto the belt that is empty on this side, and this guy are emptying onto undergrounds, which is exactly what we want. Getting us a feed down to the bottom, not quite at full. There's a little bit of a gap here, and I don't know why that is. I think just the not quite enough copper to feed it. Where's the bottleneck here? It's close. Anyways, we're getting a decent amount. Let's check our production by hitting P, and per minute we are producing 62 electronic circuits. That's not terrible, but that's a heck of a lot better than we were producing in our pocket periodically before. So, Alright, so next we've got to finish linking up this, no, that's not what I want to do at all. Next we got to finish building this smelter, and then the drills related to them. 252. There we go, make 100 of those. Make 12 of those, and we'll come back. That's great. So we got 100 yellow inserters queued up and 12 drills, electric mining drills queued up. So right at the beginning of next episode, we'll definitely be able to have enough materials to finish fueling this thing. We just have to figure out where we're going to get, how we're going to pipe the iron, how we're going to get it up here. It shouldn't be that hard. And we need to connect the coal and probably upgrade our coal supply as well. Currently we don't have that. Oh, we also needed those undergrounds. Darn, and I didn't queue them. That's okay, I suppose. We can go over here and set up the... Yes, we can set up the copper one. Not there. Nope, get. Alright, I absolutely despise doing these things, by the way. Have I mentioned that 1,000 times? My least favorite part of Factorio is building these smelting units. Because they seem, especially on the recordings, they just seem to be so long and so repetitive that you're just doing this non-stop nonsense. Like that. And then this guy, only about a minute left here, and then I'm going to have to put in a cut. And we will get back next time to finish boosting our supply. But we definitely need more copper. We haven't taxed that copper to the south even remotely. And we also haven't finished taxing the iron, so we'll be able to get to that relatively quickly. And yeah, so that gets us going there. And I'm just eyeballing this, but I'm eyeballing it wrong. There. Alright. And something like that, and something like, yeah, that'll do. Wonderful. Okay, so that's our copper and our iron setup. Oh, the coal's not running in for this. That's what all this rigmarole was. Gonna take it right back out of there, put it back in that underground, because we will definitely be fine with that once we have once we have the second supply going. It'll be perfectly fine. There we go. Now we just need those undergrounds. Let's cut that, reset those, and grab my underground belts. There and there. Online. There and there. Do our underground to here, and underground to here. Connect the pipes up, and boom. Houston, we have go for doubled production. Excellent. I didn't expect to get that in. Kind of stretched out the episode a few minutes extra so I could do that. I love it. It's wonderful and happy. Well, there you go. We got our... let me know what you think of this green circuit thing. Is it overly confusing? Is it efficient? I don't know. I like it. It seems to work for me, but, you know, of course we would double it on this side, but then you can kind of stack them too in rows, so they'll, like this underground, it runs to the next one, and it'll just keep going straight through. So we could do it like that. It's a big footprint, though. I don't know. Anyways, we will see next time, and I will hopefully see you next time. Ah, bugs. Need to tend to that. We need to put in some turrets. Yeah, I will catch you next time, and as always, see you in game.